if you're not a whale for Global Dokkan or on Global Dokkan, which I would assume is a majority of the players, the next few months, or actually the next year, is going to be very, very difficult for you. Remember that we are sharing the anniversary, the 10th year anniversary with JP, and at that point, both versions of the game will be synced up, which means that we're going to have an anniversary in January of 2025 and an anniversary in July and August of 2024, leaving 5 to 6 months of a break. That in and of its 2 anniversaries in less than a year, right, is of course very, very, it's a lot. But look at this, right? Right now, the next big celebration for Global Dokkan to look forward to, not big as in like a lot of units coming, but a hype celebration, is Saiyan Day. Saiyan Day, we know, right, that Eller Omega is coming, Eller Rubrian, the 17 and 18, as well as Gohan and Piccolo. Those characters are cool, right? They're dropping, but the next big thing to look forward to is Saiyan Day. For those that are free to play, and for those that spend a little bit, Saiyan Day is definitely a celebration that a lot of people love to summon on. We also have the Golden Week celebration, which takes place around a month after the Saiyan Day celebration. Golden Week drops very powerful, dual Dokkan Festival characters and potentially a really good Part 2 LR. So between Saiyan Day and Golden Week, it's going to be very hard for players who spend a little bit. I guess I'll just call it a majority of players. And a majority, I mean free-to-play players and players who don't spend a crazy amount on the game, compared to, of course, whales. So a majority of players probably going to find it hard to skip Golden Week and Saiyan Day back to back, right? Especially when these characters might end up having the new gimmicks and new mechanics that the 9th year anniversary introduces over on JP in January, or later this month, of course. And then the big thing to look forward to after Golden Week is the anniversary for Global, which takes place beginning of July throughout around early to mid-August. So right now, the next, 6 months or so, we're going to have Saiyan Day, Golden Week, and Anniversary. I did upload a video talking about how to grind over 1,000 free-to-play Dragonstones starting from now. I mean, starting from, the day I uploaded this, or around this time here, all the way until Global's 8th year anniversary. Sorry, 9th year anniversary. And all that still holds true, especially if you've been farming since the time I started talking about that. But like, what good are those 1,000 Dragonstones if you're summoning on this celebration here and this celebration here this year, and we know that when it comes to anniversary, everyone is dumping all their stones, especially if the units are really hype. Like, there is a chance that these anniversary units are just not that hype and people end up skipping, which is understandable. But if you skip Global's anniversary, that means you're dumping all your stones on Worldwide, which takes place just a few weeks after. You have 2 of the biggest celebrations happening within weeks of each other, which is definitely one of the downsides of playing Global. On JP, you have a lot of time to save between anniversary and Worldwide. On Global, that doesn't really exist. So if you're skipping anniversary, you're summoning on Worldwide, which means a lot of your money or a lot of your free time grinding up Dragonstones and a lot of your free stones are going towards these 4 celebrations here, right? Which means that you don't really have a lot of resources left, you don't really have a lot of free-to-play stones left, so now you have to really start saving, because guess what? After Worldwide comes Heroes, comes Tanabata celebration for Global, which is, it's called Thank You celebration on Global, but it's JP's Tanabata celebration. So you have Heroes, you have Tanabata, which this year was Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which a lot of people summoned for, and then you have again the New Year step-ups, which they upgrade this every single year. So since they upgrade this every single year, I would say there's a great chance that next year they're going to make this even better and entice more people to summon. So after Worldwide, we're going to have 3. Heroes isn't really that big, but they can definitely drop heat to make people summon, right? Like, this was a pretty successful hero celebration, I would imagine. I would assume it was pretty successful, right? So Heroes, Tanabata, and New Year step up for Global, which means, a lot of stones and resources will be spent. The issue is, after this New Year's, anniversary hits for Global again. Global just got out of their anniversary celebration, which ends early October. Sorry, They just got out of their anniversary celebration, which ends mid-August, early to mid-August. And then they just got out of their next big celebration, which starts end of August all the way to beginning of October, which means you literally have, after that massive celebration, a worldwide celebration, you have, I guess, the rest of October, you have November, December to chill, to not spend any stones, to basically skip New Year's, skip this, and if Global ends up sharing that Dual Dokkan Festival New Year's for the Dual Dokkan Festival for the end of December or New Year's, you gotta skip that too, because guess what? Anniversary happens next month for Global. So within the next, like, let's say we're in January, right? Right now, January 2024. All the way up until January of 2025, including the end of January, because that's when the anniversary happens for JP. Global's going to have Saiyan Day, Golden Week, Anniversary, Worldwide Celebration, Heroes, Tanabata, Step Up, potentially the Dual Dokkan Festival, and we're having 2 anniversaries essentially this year. And when I say this year, I know that this anniversary, the 9th, happens in 2024. And then the next anniversary happens in 2025, but I'm saying within the same calendar year. Global's 9th year happens in July, and then Global's 10th year anniversary happens in January. So literally, what, 5 months? What are we talking about? I guess 6 months, because we have August, September, October, November, December, January. So we have 2 anniversaries in the span of 6 months, which means if you're someone who spends a little money on Dokkan or you're free to play, you have to keep that in mind. Like, you can't just go balls to the wall, during the Worldwide Celebration when anniversary is happening again in just 5 months from the time this drops, right? Like, it makes playing the game, not makes playing the game, but it just makes summoning a little more stressful for a majority of players. It's going to be a tough year because you really have to allocate and really have to know when and what you really want to summon for, and you can't be swallowed by that new unit-itis is what I like to call it, the urge of just summoning for new characters just because they're new and they're shiny. You have to really control yourself, because when you go balls to the wall on this banner here, when Worldwide Celebration ends in early October, you have 3 months before anniversary happens again for imagine that. Anniversary for Global, Worldwide Celebration happens, it's ended, and then 3 months you got another anniversary. That's insane. Plus New Year Step Up, which they're going to definitely improve, because they've been improving this banner for the last 2-3 years. Right, like 2 years ago, they added the LR step in part 2, or in the second step. This year, they added Dokkan Fest to the 5th step. This is the 2023. That's why you don't see any LRs here. But so next year, who's to say the improvement they make isn't Carnival LRs on this banner, just making it that much more, or just enticing that much more players to summon. It's making it harder to skip. And then when you enter January with 30 free-to-play Dragon Stones, and you say, hey, guess what? Global's anniversary happening again. Or anniversary for the global version of the game is happening again because we synced up with JP. It's going to be tough. So please make sure you are paying very close attention to what's dropping. I'll definitely continue to drop guides every single month. Where you guys every single part of every celebration showing you all the free Dragon Stones you can grind, because that's definitely going to help you save those Dragon Stones, first of all grind those stones, and then save them, and then stay updated with what's releasing and whether it's really worth it for you or not, because you just have no choice, right? You have to look after your Dragon Stones more than ever. Again, if you're a whale, you spend all the money you want, doesn't really matter, right? You're rainbowing everything anyways. But if that's not you, you have to really be careful with the stones that you spend, because it's going to be a tough year. Just think about it. Again, anniversary, boom, worldwide ends. Okay, guys, 3 more months until anniversary again. That's insane to think about. And then everything, of course, will proceed to be normal after that, but it's going to be a tough year. So stay tuned with the channel. I will be keeping you up to date with all the free-to-play Dragon Stones that you can earn. I will be helping you, as much as I possibly can. And if it helps you too, I will skip everything as well. And actually, I heard a comment. I read a comment in one of my previous streams that I did a few days ago, talking about how people said it's not a bad idea to skip all the way until the 10th year anniversary for Global. I understand that take. I don't think skipping until Global's 10th year anniversary a whole year from now is going to necessarily be worth it, because you're skipping a lot. I guess the 9th year anniversary units will be on the 10th year anniversary banner for Global, so that makes sense, right? But I understand the thinking, right? Skip, and skip. No, not skip. Don't skip the 10th anniversary, obviously. But I understand the thinking. If that's something you want to do, go ahead. I'm not going to advocate for that, because I understand how hype the anniversary and worldwide could be. Now, if these worldwide units are mid, or, you know, not even top 5, and anniversary units are not even that hype, then I would definitely hop on that train of, yo, just skip save till 10th anniversary. Because we know 10th anniversary is going to be the biggest celebration of all time, right? It is the first time both versions of the game are syncing up. So they have to drop something absolutely insane for that. But again, I'm not telling you to skip. I'm not telling you to do that. That's something you can do, obviously, if you want. I just don't think it's going to be worth it. There's going to be so much value on these anniversary banners and the worldwide banners that you're definitely, I can't say I can't say skip. But again, if the value is not that great, the units are okay, then that's definitely something you can look forward to. But let me know what you think. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.